2025 is shaping up to be an incredible year for gaming, with so many exciting releases on the horizon. It feels like the gaming industry is hitting its peak. I've been diving into all of the announcements, trailers and previews, and my excitement just keeps growing. Here's a little bit of a deep dive into the games I'm most looking forward to, along with a few honorable mentions that have caught my attention. Let's explore these together. Where Winds Meet. Now, this is coming sometime in 2025, and this is an open world RPG, is set during the fall of the Song Dynasty, and promises quite a unique mix of martial arts combat and historical storytelling. Every trailer showcases stunning landscapes, intricate combat system, and a deep focus on player choice. However, I have heard that it may be adapting a free-to-play model, which kinda actually worries me. Monetization in free-to-play games can sometimes get in the way of the experience. Despite this concern, I am still hopeful. The potential for an authentic and immersive historical RPG has me intrigued, and I'll be keeping my eyes quite close to its development. Lost Souls aside, it will be coming sometime in 2025. This long-awaited indie project has finally come into fruition, and it looks absolutely stunning. Lost Souls aside blends fast-paced action with breathtaking visuals, reminiscent of the Final Fantasy meets Devil May Cry. Its flashy combat and intriguing story have been highlights in every preview that we have seen so far. What makes this game so special is its underdog story. Starting as a solo project, it's now a full-fledged title with tons of potential. I'm rooting for it to succeed and can't wait to dive into its world. If it lives up to the promise of the trailers, this could be a sleeper hit of 2025. Fallen Feathers. It's coming sometime in 2025. This action RPG is set in the late Ming Dynasty, during a chaotic period when a mysterious illness turns people into monsters. It follows the challenging and strategic combat style of Souls-like games, but what truly sets it apart is its unique setting and haunting atmosphere. What excites me most about Wuchang is the opportunity to explore a version of the ancient China that blends historical authenticity with dark fantasy. The visuals look stunning, and the concept of facing off against twisted creatures inspired by the history kind of feels a little reminiscent to Neo games. I can already imagine losing hours trying to perfect my combat strategies and uncover the story's mysteries. Assassin's Creed Shadows, coming February 14th, 2025. Finally, Assassin's Creed is heading to Japan. This long-awaited entry is set during the Edo period and takes inspiration from the classic stealth-focused titles like Assassin's Creed Mirage. The game promises a more intimate experience, scaling back from the massive open-world formula to deliver something more refined. As someone who's always dreamed of a Japanese setting for the series, I could not be happier. The glimpses that we've seen so far, lush landscapes, detailed architecture, and a renewed focus on stealth looks quite great. I'm particularly excited to see how the story weaves samurai culture and historical events into the overarching Assassin's Creed lore. The delay to 2025 seems to have given Ubisoft time to polish things up, and I'm confident it will be perhaps something worthwhile.
As a pirate of these treacherous seas,
Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake. It will be coming sometime in 2025, but there is still a possibility it may get pushed. So Assassin's Creed Black Flag remains as one of my favorite entries in the franchise. The pirate setting, naval battles, and Edward Kenway's unforgettable story set quite a high bar. Now with a rumored remake in the works, I could not be more excited. The game was initially rumored for November 2025 release, but after the delay of the Assassin's Creed Shadows, it seems likely that it may get pushed to 2026 instead. If Ubisoft can modernize the gameplay and visuals while staying true to what made the original so great, this could easily become a standout release. And here's hoping the rumors are true. The Outer Worlds 2, coming sometime in 2025. So the first Outer Worlds was such a fun RPG with witty dialogue, quirky characters and an engaging storyline. My only complaint unfortunately was just too short. Thankfully the sequel promises to expand on everything that made the original great. Bigger worlds, deeper narrative and even more humor, as this was mentioned in the trailer.
Get ready for an adventure that took 3 times longer to make, but will almost certainly be 2 times bigger.
I can't wait to see how Obsidian Entertainment evolves this universe. Exploring new colonies and meeting eccentric characters sounds like a recipe for endless entertainment. Now that it's confirmed that it will be coming on PlayStation 5, I'm expecting vibrant visuals, dynamic worlds that feel alive. This one, space adventure, I will not be missing. Elden Ring Night Rain, coming sometime in 2025. This standalone Elden Ring adventure isn't just a DLC, it's an entirely new experience within the beloved universe. From Software has a reputation for delivering rich, challenging gameplay, and I'm eager to see how they expand on the world they created in Elden Ring. What intrigues me most about Night Rain is its potential to delve into unexplored lore and introduce fresh mechanics. The promise of new bosses, environments and mysteries to uncover has me counting the days. I know it'll be tough, but there's nothing quite like the satisfaction of overcoming a From Software challenge.
The continent of Pywell.
Crimson Desert, coming late of 2025. So Crimson Desert has been on my radar for years, and every trailer only deepens my anticipation. This medieval fantasy RPG combines epic battles, personal storytelling, and a breathtakingly detailed open world. It looks like a game that is aiming to redefine the genre. While it's ambitious, it's undeniably impressive. It also makes me a bit nervous. Can the developers truly deliver on such a lofty promises? Even if it doesn't hit every mark, I'm pretty confident it'll offer something memorable. The mix of large-scale battles and quieter character-driven moments could make this a standout experience.
What a thrill.
Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, coming sometime in 2025. A remake of the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, well, sign me up. This game is staying true to its iconic original while enhancing the visuals, mechanics and controls for the modern consoles. Best of all, the original voice cast is returning, preserving the game's soul. As a quite a long time fan of Metal Gear, I can't wait to relive Snake's jungle adventure. From the unforgettable boss battles to a deeply emotional story, everything about Snake Eater feels timeless. This remake has the potential to introduce a new generation to one of the greatest games ever made, and I'm thrilled to be along for the ride.
All of the men in this room are bound by
Mafia: The Old Country, coming summer of 2025. The Mafia series is back with a prequel set in the early of 900s Sicily. Playing as Enzo Favara, you'll navigate the gritty world of organized crime during a time when the mob was just beginning to rise. This third-person action-adventure promises to deliver the rich storytelling the series is known for. I've always loved how the Mafia games transport players to fascinating periods of history. Exploring Sicily in this era sounds like an absolute dream. The trailer hints at the deep narrative filled with betrayal, loyalty, and power struggles. Exactly what I want from a Mafia game. Ghost of Yotei, coming in 2025. The sequel of Ghost of Tsushima is one of my top picks for 2025. Set in 1603 with a new protagonist, this game takes us to a fresh part of Japan during a transformative time in its history. Sucker Punch has already proven their ability to craft breathtaking visuals and engaging gameplay, so my expectations are quite high. What excites me the most is how Ghost of Yotei builds on the foundation of the first game: expanded combat mechanics, deeper exploration, and a story that promises to be just as emotional as Jin Sakai's journey. I can't wait to deep dive into its world, and if it's anything like the original, I'll be savoring it every moment. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, coming in 2025. Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding was just a unique and thought-provoking experience, and its sequel looks even more ambitious. Sam Bridges is back, and it's time the stakes are higher than ever as he works to reconnect humanity once again. Well, presumably, since we don't know too much about the game. The first game's blend of the emotional storytelling and unconventional gameplay left a lasting impression on me. I'm curious to see how Kojima evolves the mechanics and narrative in Death Stranding 2. Even though it didn't make an appearance at the Game Awards of 2024, I have no doubt it'll be worth the wait. Grand Theft Auto 6 coming second half of 2025. And of course, just as everyone expected, my most anticipated game for 2025 is indeed Grand Theft Auto 6. It will be taking us back to the Vice City with a story inspired by Bonnie and Clyde. Rockstar has a reputation for setting new standards in open world gaming, and I'm confident this will be no exception. Every detail that we have seen so far, from the dynamic weather systems to the deep narrative, has me convinced this could be a masterpiece. While there's always a chance it could slip into 2026, I'm crossing my fingers it will arrive at the end of 2025. I've been waiting for this game for so long, I can't wait to see what Rockstar has cooked up. Now, there are a few other games I'm keeping my eyes on. They didn't make my main list, but they still have a lot of potential, such as the first Berserker Kazan, Marvel's 1943 Rise of Hydra, Doom: The Dark Ages, Dying Light: The Beast, Borderlands 4, Monster Hunter Wilds. Some of these have limited information available, while others might not even release in 2025. Still, they have an intriguing concept that were definitely worthy to be mentioned. I'll be watching closely to see how they develop. 2025 is shaping up to be an amazing year for gaming, and I'm excited to see how all these titles turn out. Let me know what games are your most anticipated for 2025. Thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you all later.